Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. In this video, we will discuss NVIDIA stock price movement for today and try to make an assessment for rest of the week using fundamentals, technical charts, and economic data analysis. We'll also take a look at SMCI stock. Now, let's get started. You see NVIDIA stock chart for today on your screen. Nvidia opened at 139.80. It made a high 140.76. It made a low 129.53 and it closed at 130.78. That is 3.54% down. So finally, after so many days, Nvidia is down. And this makes sense to me because in past so many days or week, Nvidia did not do any correction. So I was expecting some correction this week, as I mentioned in my previous video. So the reason is, even after this 3.54% down, Nvidia is still up in last 1 month, 37.98%. And this tells me that more correction is due on Nvidia. And another reason I mentioned in my previous videos, after the stock split, historically speaking, starting from third week, Nvidia slowed down. Let's take a look at stock split data analysis file one more time. You see this file on your screen? So as of today, Nvidia is 37.74% up from the announcement date. In the last stock split, Nvidia was up 35.27% from the announcement date. In this split, it's 37.74%. It's kind of close, right? And you notice that starting third week, Nvidia went down. So same behavior I'm expecting. So starting next week, I'm expecting slowdown on the Nvidia stock price. When I say slowdown, it means that either Nvidia will move sideways or it will not go as high as it was going before. And if you go two split prior, you see that starting third week, Nvidia lost momentum. So till the second week, we see that Nvidia still managed to go up, but third week, just 1% up from the second week. Now, moving on, last 5 days, Nvidia still up 1.19%. Last 1 month, 37.98%. And last 6 months, wow, 171.84%. Now, let's take a look technical charts. You see 90-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia on your screen and also the MACD chart. So you can notice that the MACD is going down and the curve is very steep downward, similar to the one we had few weeks before, right? And we had a drop also. So at this point, it looks to me that it may go further down in the morning or it may move sideways. Now let's take a look 30 minutes chart. So in a 30 minutes chart, you see the same behavior. The curve is very steeper downward and continues to go down. So in the short term, we see more downward momentum on Nvidia. So that also tells that in the morning, maybe a little more drop can happen on Nvidia or some sideways movement we can notice in the morning. Now let's take a look RSI. You see that RSI is at 31 in a 30 minutes chart. So this tells that it's slightly oversold at this point. Let's take a look RSI in hourly interval. So in hourly interval chart, RSI is also at 32. It's trending further down, but you see that the momentum is slower than what we experienced sometime in the afternoon. Now let's take a look Fibonacci levels. You see Fibonacci levels on your screen. It's starting from 0% to 100%. The highest point is selected is 140.56. That is the all-time high. And the lowest point I selected is 93.77. So based on these levels, the next level of support is at 129.52, and that is based on 23% retracement. and after that is 122.69, and that is based on 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. So this looks to me that Nvidia went down, but it was not able to break this support level. So we'll see in the morning if Nvidia can be able to break this support level. So as you notice, let me show you. The lowest point it touched today was 129.53. That is almost equal to this support level, 129.52. But it will be interesting to see if Nvidia can break this level. If it breaks that level, then the next level of support is at 122.69. Now, let's take a look news regarding Nvidia. You see news regarding Nvidia on the left side of your screen. Today I see some mixed reactions and data and news regarding Nvidia. Day before yesterday, all news were positive and all analysis was positive for Nvidia. But today, some are talking negative, or some are talking about the downward trend for Nvidia, or some are talking about we need to be cautious. So let's take a look this one that says as Nvidia is down, history advises caution. So now you notice they're talking about some caution. Another one that says that it's too early to get negative on semiconductor trade. So indirectly, they're talking about we need to be cautious, right? They're not talking about further upside potential for NVIDIA in this analysis. So now, this one that says that shares of semiconductor and chip stocks are trading lower. The sector may be down following a recent surge. Now, again, you see that the cautious or neutral behavior in this analysis. Now, another one that says tech stocks are too pricey to buy, too hot to sell. In other words, this tells that if you hold NVIDIA stock, keep holding it. Do not sell it. Also, do not buy it at this point. Now, there are some analysis that talks positive about NVIDIA. For example, this one that says NVIDIA analysts stock is still quite inexpensive. Expects chipmaker to maintain 80% plus shares as AI market triples over coming years. So this analysis tells us the upside potential for Nvidia in next few years. So another one that says Nvidia analyst says the AI party is not over, any volatility likely to be short-lived. So I tend to agree with this analysis, right? So any downward movement or trend you see on Nvidia in next few days, that may be a short-term behavior. I guess that's all about news regarding Nvidia. So one thing you have noticed today, whenever Nvidia or any other stock start showing a different behavior, you will start seeing some analysis that talks negative or cautious about that stock. So this means that we cannot rely too much onto the analysis that we come across every day. On your screen, you see that AMD is 4.62% up. That's the highest positive change among all AI stocks today. And that kind of makes sense because AMD was down since so many days. And I was expecting some bounce back on AMD. The most negative change today is on Avago, that is 3.77% down, and then Nvidia, that is 3.54% down, and then Apple, and then Palantir and SoundHound and SMCI. So as I mentioned day before yesterday that I sold my SMCI stock at 918. So I guess the time is coming soon where I can re-enter the market and buy SMCI stock in next few days. Now let's take a look at the forward P for Nvidia and SMCI. As you see in this table, Nvidia forward P is 48.54, Palantir 77.45, SMCI 29.39, and AMD 46.62. So SMCI forward P is still below 30, and last 5 weeks kind of lie in the middle, right? So sometime in May it used to be above 30. Still is not a bad point to buy SMCI. But personally, I will wait SMCI to go down a few more percentage before I buy. Nvidia 48.54, it still looks to me a little high, but it used to be at that level sometime in 2022. I showed you the data day before yesterday. But compared with the last 5 weeks, it looks to me that Nvidia forward P is trending higher. So I guess that's all about Nvidia analysis for today and tomorrow and early next week. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.